What's good? What's good? This your man Hurykane telling you what it do. Yeah, Sunday hood service. Trying to get over this motherfucking anger. God, I hate being irritated. I hate being fucking pissed. And then what I hate about it is motherfuckers know what the fuck they doing. So as I fucking start snapping, that's a problem, right? But shots out there, motherfuckers really want me to crash out tonight. But I'm good, y'all. No, I'm not. I'm not good at all. And I'm gonna just be motherfucking honest. I'm ready to crash the fuck out. So why not calm the fuck down by going live? I was supposed to do this shit earlier. But I'm only doing this for a favor, man. This is a favor. Favor for a favor. That's how we do business. Gotta take the good with the bad when you make favors. So it is what it is. But it's definitely the last fucking time. Real shit. Shouts out to everybody. This is Hurricane Sunday Hood Service. So what we talking about while it's still Sunday? First things first, shit. Start out by saying fuck Jesus, fuck God, fuck the devil, because they ain't real. Fuck all the Allah shit and fuck all the other motherfucker cultures that's brainwashing motherfuckers into being docile slaves. Why I'm not a Christian no more? Shit, I woke up at the age of 5, saw everything for what it was around me, and understanding, okay, I guess everybody's praying to this so-called Jesus Lord guy. Let's see what he's about. Okay, peace, love, change the minds, and heal. Okay, cool. Get my mom off crack, please. uh, Motherfucker, stop living place to place, house to house, shelter to shelter. Oh, okay. So from 5 all the way to the age of 18, prayers was not answered. People got worse, their situations got worse. It was when I turned 17 on my own to do the shit on my own, just to get fucked over even more from a so-called bitch that was supposed to be a woman of God, but just to be fucked over again. So 18 come, pause. So the time 18, I said fuck God, fuck Jesus, fuck the devil, fuck all y'all motherfuckers. I catch y'all slipping, it's a wrap. Y'all catch learning the hard way that your God don't exist. All the praying, all the crying that I fucking done just for nothing to happen. And plus, I heard all the different excuses from Christians. Oh, you ain't give 100% your heart. You ain't give your all. Man, nigga, I know what the fuck I fucking gave. Most of you motherfuckers that are Christians don't even give y'all motherfucking all. Most of y'all Christians are bougie, privileged, judgmental, kind of bitch ass motherfuckers. Most of y'all are the biggest liars and fucking thieves and scammers and murderers. Y'all motherfuckers wake up and do fucked up shit. Yeah, but soon as that karma come back on your ass, y'all want to blame the devil. No, bitch, it's you. But me, I'm looking at common sense now. It's like shit. I don't see no demons doing evil. I see people doing evil. You know, if anybody I believe in, if anything I believe in you. I believe you people can get your shit together. So you wonder why Hurricane ain't Christian no more? Growing up, going through the shit, then leaving, doing it on my own just to see no results. That's why. No results, nigga. But when I went to a spirituality, that's when I saw the truth. That's when shit started happening for me. I'm like, okay, spirituality is the path because I'm seeing results. Because I'm seeing results. There was no result in Christianity. As soon as I left it, it was the greatest thing ever. The chains was broken. I wasn't suffocated no more. Wasn't living in fear because most Christianity is living in fear. And like what they say in that bitch ass Proverbs, even though Proverbs is one of my favorite books, but it's like the first piece of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. I'm like, why should I have had to fear a motherfucker that is so-called jealous of me? That's the dumbest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? So we're about to talk about Christianity. You know how we do on this Sunday service. But y'all want to know why I'm not a Christian? That's the reason why. And if y'all want to watch some of my videos, just go to why I left Christianity. I think I got like 2 videos discussing, 2 maybe 3 videos. And plus, like not only that, I also forgot to mention right after I left, and chose the spiritual path. But like right before I chose the spiritual path, I had to make it. I'm like, all right, go back to Christianity first, read that book from front to back. I had to go back and read it, and then read the secret books, and then I'm like, okay, I'm not fucking with it, because like, once you find out the truth about what you was indoctrinated in, you have to let it go eventually. So I'm saying fuck it. Now we about to go this book right here. So before we get off to this, we're gonna play a track real quick.
Rogue One Production.
Let's go. Hop in the ride, same color venom. For the government bed, it's time to go get 'em. Hop in the ride, same color venom. For the government bed, it's time to go get 'em. Hop in the ride, same color venom. For the government bed, it's time to go get 'em. Hop in the ride, same color venom. For the government bed, it's time to go get 'em. I am the eminent. Can't get rid of it. Blow like a snake so venomous. And you haven't seen the end of it. See your soul for the benefit. Gotta kill a fed for the innocent. No thanks for the sentiment. Well, fuck it, I'ma kill a fed anyway. Any day, see me spray. Everybody gonna die many ways. I don't care what many say. Hurricane full of rage. Heading out phase. Trying to kick a fed like a Johnny Cage. Feeling like Blade. Putting out blades. Take your hand off and decapitate. Welcome to the dark age. I broke out a dark cage. Now you gotta see the dark ways. Kill Illuminati and a parlay. Let's go get 'em. Make plans in a condo. Lie in the honcho. Let's do the combo. To the motherfucking road leader with a combo. Gotta do a pronto. Split with a photo. Revolution is the motto. Call a fair slipping up a combo. Kill it with a photo. Everybody startled when I pull off in a fucking Murcielago. Hop in the car. Same color venom. For the government bed, this time to go get 'em. Hop in the car. Same color venom. For the government bed, this time to go get 'em. Hop in the car. Same color venom. For the government, this time to go get 'em. Hop in the car. Same color venom. For the government bed, this time to go get 'em. Hop in the car. Same color venom. For the government, this time to go get 'em. Hop in the car. Same color venom. For the government, this time to go get 'em. Hop in the car. Same color venom. For the government, this time to go get 'em. Hop in the car. Same color venom. For the government, this time to go get 'em.
You know.
Rogue One Production.
I'm the god of fire. I will find a burning copper fire. Pop a liar. I will pull your teeth out with pliers. FBI will hire agents. Cause I'm the black messiah. Black attire. Walking fire. Then I pull out the fire. My desire is eliminate. I don't discriminate. The government and globalists. Y'all bitches is the same. Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates. Gotta kill them this way. Decapitate. Put their head in the milk crate. This day I'm the display. All the dismay. Learn from the sensei. Samurai with quick blade. Just because everybody fast as lightning. Burning bodies everywhere. You better be fucking scared. Yo, killer, stay prepared. You screaming out bloody murder. Won't murder this burner. Go burn you. Turn you to ashes in my furnace. Hurricane. Make you rain. Fire and thunder, man. Go insane. Bow down to the eternal flame. Gotta fight. Gotta bring a lot of fire. I'm the motherfucking gotta fight. Gotta bring a lot of fire. Gotta fight. bring a lot of fire. Gotta fire. Gotta bring a lot of fire. I'm the god of fire. I'ma slide a mag up the side of 45 and I'ma kick your ass quick with the fire. I'ma bring the lava. Everybody love me from the shower. This my power. My hours and hours. Bitches be talking shit, hoes you getting hit. The government is a bitch, they fucking with little kids. I'm spitting they fucking wigs, killing you fucking pigs. I got the fucking riz, take your fucking bitch. You niggas ain't ready, ho. We pull up in Chevy's, ho. 50 cal on the roof, these bullets is deadly, ho. We making your body flip, you bitch niggas better dip. Fuck the government, them bitch niggas ain't shit.
Now Rogue One Production.
All right, we are going back to the channel, Deconstructing Christianity. And we're about to debunk this Jesus being raised from the fucking dead and shit.
Proof, evidence, answers, or artifacts which you need for you to change your opinion to the other side. If Jesus is not risen from the dead, my faith is bankrupt. So all you gotta do is falsify the resurrection of Christ, and my faith is bankrupt, as Paul points out in 1 Corinthians 15. For me, it lands on the same two, just in different kinds of ways. Obviously, the resurrection is a falsifiable historical claim. No other religion has a historical falsifiable claim that if you somehow undergird in a way that upends it, that the faith doesn't line up. It's not true. So you have to give me strong evidence that the resurrection didn't occur. So why the life change? Why the event so close to the writing of? Why the claims that they even saw something? Why the explosion of the early church overnight of Jews happened? It's just nonsensical. So even some of the top intellects or atheists I read say, yeah, we don't have a good answer for any of these. So that's one. And then two, if the experience.
Oh, so you want proof? Well, that's not that difficult, considering that just so happened last night, we did a live on my Facebook and YouTube talking about the resurrection and how the resurrection is easily falsified. And you can falsify it without even having to look outside of your Bible. But just for reference sake, let's look at a few things that are outside your Bible. Well, outside of your Bible, you have absolutely no proof that the resurrection actually happened. And if the resurrection did happen, you're talking about a situation where 500 plus people got out of their graves and wandered around Jerusalem. Now, do you believe that 500 people would have gotten out of their graves, walking around like zombies, and no one within the Roman Empire in Judea at that time would not have written about it? You don't think that?
Exactly. If 500 people rose from the fucking grave like a goddamn Thriller fucking video, motherfuckers would be flipping the fuck out.
Tacitus would have written about it, that Pliny would have written about it. Yes, those two people that Christians like to say this is proof of Jesus because people believed in it and they're writing 80 to 100 years after the so-called events, but none of them wrote about the zombie apocalypse that was happening in Judea. That should tell you something. The fact that when you look at this story there, and only in the Matthew version, there was an earthquake that happened and then an angel came down and the rock was rolled away. No one in Judea wrote about this earthquake. No historian wrote about an earthquake happening in around between 30 and 33 CE. No one wrote about this so-called earthquake. Makes you wonder, did an earthquake really happen? And isn't it interesting that the earthquake only happens in Matthew, that the Mark, Luke, and John, neither of them.
Here's a real question. Where the fuck you get a Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the Middle East? Nigga, that's the first question. Where the fuck you find a Matthew at? Or a Mark or a Luke or a John? Where the fuck was these names available at that time? I don't think so. That's just my theory.
Mention this earthquake. It's almost as if it wasn't originally in Matthew until Mark, Luke, and John Well, Mark was supposedly written first, but until Luke and John were already written, that then this earthquake was added to Matthew, because you would think something as significant as that would have been included in at least Luke and John, since it's written after Matthew, but they're not. No earthquake. That's a little suspicious, don't you think? Now, also, you have the writings of Paul, and Paul claiming that he was met by Jesus in the sky and his eyes was covered by scales. That sounds awfully familiar. Yes, that was already a Greek story that was written about Dionysus. When Dionysus met a dude in the sky, covered his eyes so he couldn't see, then the guy became a believer in Dionysus. Sounds so familiar, doesn't it? So even the Paul statement can be invalidated as something that was copied from a Greek tradition. Now, I said that within the Bible itself, you should be able to look at what was written concerning the book of Revelations. And if you put it all on a graph, then you will
Oh
start.
my God, don't get me started with the book of fucking Revelation. Let's go fast forward to I think Revelations chapter 11. Either either in chapter 11 or chapter 12, where Jesus pops up out the sky looking like a slain lamb with 8 eyes and a sword coming out of his mouth. Giant kaiju looking motherfucker. Surrounded by angels with eyes all over their body and wings. That's some scary shit. And then y'all remember the Nutty Professor? This is some scary shit. Now, that happens right after God did damn near destroy his goddamn planet, leaving a third of the earth left. Where some type of bitch is supposed to be roaming on a fucking dragon being chased by a fucking serpent. I'm like, how is this bitch being chased through a wilderness and God destroyed damn near all the world? Like, what part of the earth is left after God's major destruction after he opened up each fucking seal? See, like, you expected a great battle against Lucifer. No, nigga, this is just some bullshit. God is just destroying everything. Like, what makes God different from the God of Revelation after destroying shit? Like, fuck the bullshit. And how is this motherfucker so fucking powerful to destroy damn near the whole goddamn planet? And these other religions got powerful guys way more powerful than the so-called Jehovah. Look him up. So you telling me this nigga Jehovah is better than Allah or the dragon guys of China and Japan and shit? Like, what is they last book about? Like, what is they Revelation? Because rumor has it that the book of Revelation was taken from the Persian Revelation and shit. But that's why you got to pick up a book and read. But I don't have no money for a book. Bitch, you got a cell phone. Just go to your Google or whatever the fuck and download the book name and put PDF and it should download to your phone. If not, it'll lead you to a site where you can download it to your phone. Or you might have to pay for the book. Sometimes you got to buy your knowledge.
Start to see that there are many contradictions within the Revelation story. And if you have contradictions, then therein lies the problem. But let's just hit a couple of the big contradictions that would indicate that this resurrection story is something that was made up, and then the people gravitated towards it, mainly because if you got powerful people, say like Philo of Alexander, Josephus, Arimathea, or the Herod who was in charge at that time, decide that they're going to line up with the Flavians to make a new type of Judaism, that a large number of people would start following these stories, because we're talking about people who still thought that the weather was controlled by some deity. But what's some of the larger ones that we discussed last night? Well, according to Matthew, when Jesus appeared to Mary Magdalene and the other ladies, because there were other ladies there according to the Matthew story, they touched his feet and began to worship him.
Mary Magdalene and some other bitches talk about they touched his feet. In so many words, she touched his meat because she's a prostitute. She was like, "Oh my God, you came back from the dead." She was like, she never sucked an undead half nigga before. She need to see what that's like. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Mary Magdalene was a whore. You ain't gonna act like This bitch wasn't out there throwing that ass back. Every time that bitch popped up, nigga Juvenile came on. Girl, you look good with your back that ass. Ah, nigga. Every time Mary Magdalene popped up, nigga Juvie came on. Nigga, everybody in Rome was like, who is this bitch? Same thing for Delilah, nigga. Like when Delilah popped up, nigga, you know, like when she was fucking with Samson, the first thing came on was Cardi B. Nigga, that bitch wasn't playing. Samson is one of my favorite stories in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Here's why Samson one of my favorite stories. Here's why. Here's why. Because it lets men know, men, don't tell women all your fucking secrets. Cause she gonna use that bitch against your ass and she gonna have your ass like this. Samson, Samson, the Philistines are upon me. And your ass gonna wake up like, oh shit, I'm weak. How the fuck that happened? He gonna feel his head like, oh shit, I'm bald. Bitch, you got me out here looking like sticky fingers.
to worship.
Goddamn ad. One single video that's responsible for leading over 2,000. I hate these motherfucking ads. You know the ads talk about porn was an addiction. I'm like, bitch, you the weird one.
And John, only Mary Magdalene was there. There were no other women. And Mary Magdalene was told not to touch Jesus because he had not yet transcended. So therefore, you would think that the story concerning Jesus' literal return would
Right. There was like, don't touch Jesus because he hasn't had time to ascend it or whatever the fuck he said. But there was another case where she touched his meat. So there's a contradiction there. Like I said, Mary Magdalene, as soon as she saw Jesus, came back from the dead. She was like, I watched your ass get tortured and hung up to dry. Now your ass is back. She about to throw it back.
be exactly the same. The same number of people would be there, as well as the events that occurred would be the exact same. Now, according to Matthew and Mark, Jesus told the disciples to meet him in Galilee. Okay. But according to Luke, they met in Bethany. Well, first, Mark, they did claim that they met in Galilee. Matthew claimed they met in Galilee. Mark says that they didn't meet, didn't say anything about where they met. Plus, the whole thing in Mark, after the tomb was empty, there's nothing else there. That everything else was later added. But Mark doesn't say anything about it. Luke says that they met in Bethany. That's a problem. You'd think that the first place that they would have met this risen Jesus would be the same place, that their stories would line up. And according to John, they met in Jerusalem, in the upper room, when Jesus comes. And they actually met 3 times in the upper room. First, they met once with the 10 disciples. Then they met a second time with Thomas.
Yep. And read the book of Thomas. That's part of the Dead Sea Scrolls. What's good though? Look within.
11 of them was there. And then they met one more time in the upper room in Jerusalem. So let's think about this for a second. If the resurrection story was true, Jesus' return should all be the same. Now, let's not talk about the fact that none of them had been.
I feel you. Like I'm at the point, like I can look in a person's eyes and just know. You know, I'm like, oh yeah. And some do give off an energy that's just like radiating. Like you can feel the horribleness on them. Like, oh my god, I hate this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Jada Bob said, what up though? Just wanted to check up. Yeah, yeah. About to go to sleep. That's what's up. It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Nigga falling asleep in church. I feel you. I feel you. I fall asleep in church too. Church is boring as fuck.
only Matthew had the earthquake that they can't agree upon who came there. Was it Mary Magdalene is the only consistent person. Sometimes it's Salome, sometimes it's Joanna, and Mary, mother of James. Let's ignore all the fact that they can't get the number of people who met there, right? Let's ignore the fact that the stone was rolled away by the angel with the earthquake in Matthew, but then in Mark and Luke and John, the stone had already been rolled away before they got there. Let's ignore the fact that um, the angel was sitting on a rock in Matthew, and in Mark, the angel was sitting inside, and there was only one. And in Luke and John, there's two angels who were sitting inside. They're all shining men who were sitting inside.
Right. And there was another case during the resurrection of the Jesus shit. It was like I forgot which one was the contradiction. It was like it was one, either there was no guards or there was a guard there, or like there was two witnesses or just one. Like one of them is a contradiction. But oh shit, I forgot which one, because it was fucking so many. I'm talking about like it's over like 100 contradictions in the goddamn Bible. You can't keep up with all of them. Nah, okay, yeah, oh no, oh no, oh no! I was just motherfucking. I was just referencing church. I was referencing how boring church is. I was like, shit, nigga, I'll fall asleep in church too, my nigga. I know, though. I know. Well, I get where you coming from, though. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. For sure, for sure. Yeah, get your rest in. Shit, man, I was supposed to do this shit earlier any fucking way. That's my bad. But like, it's the late night church service. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, these were the loyal church members come through right before it hit Detroit After Dark, where we take down all the church panels and throw up stripper poles for the hoes, bring some Tito's and shit.
Who were sitting inside. Some were standing. One in Luke, they were standing. In Matthew, they were at the head and the foot. Let's ignore that they don't know the placement of these people, these angelic beings, and how many were there. Let's ignore um, the fact that in Matthew and Mark, Peter doesn't come running there, but in Luke, Peter comes running there because he doesn't believe the women. In John, Peter and a young disciple, a beloved disciple of Jesus, runs there, and the women go in on Mark and Luke, but the women don't go in Matthew and John. Let's ignore the fact that they can't get the story right as far as those people. Let's ignore all of those things concerning that the two angelic beings were there before the disciple, before Peter showed up in Luke, but the angelic beings were there after Peter showed up.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm glad he caught it. It was the angelic beings. Yeah, that's what it was. Yep, yep.
In John, let's ignore all these different contradictions of what the events surrounding it was going on, but we cannot ignore.
Because the whole event was crazy. And the way they so-called beat the shit out of Jesus, I'm like, that nigga was supposed to die during the torture scene. It's like, if you're such a man of God, why don't you just fucking heal yourself or just fucking escape? I must take this beating. I'm like, bitch, this don't make no sense. You ain't no son of God. I'm going home. This is supposed to be the show, y'all. You had me thinking this nigga did magic powers. I heard this bitch nigga walked on water and fed multitudes of people. He did. I heard this bitch nigga made the blind see. He did. Well, how come he ain't getting out this torture? He said he have to die for the people, die for our sins. Man, that shit don't make sense, and I'm a time traveler. I'm out this bitch. I thought I came back to see something historic and magical. Bitch, I'm Dr. fucking who? I mean, Dr. Blight.
And what you should not ignore is the fact that they can't get where Jesus first appeared to the disciples. That's integral to the story. He should appear consistently in all four gospels, but all four are claiming a different place. Mark doesn't claim anywhere that they were just told, but the other three Galilee, Bethany, Jerusalem. That's problematic. Marky, the ladies touch his feet. Matthew, the ladies touch his feet. John, the lady doesn't touch his feet. It's problematic. It indicates that whoever wrote this story first, as decades went by, people added more to the story or didn't have the same references and changed the story or wrote it best that they could. But it shows that the revelation, the resurrection story is a falsified narrative. It's like the difference between the original Cinderella and the Disney Cinderella. They're very different story. But what do you guys think? And your experience don't mean shit. But always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. The journey
And good vibrations. Now we're gonna go to another video. Basically, they said that resurrection story is some bullshit. Jesus wasn't raised from the dead. Stop connecting this Jesus with Easter. What does an Easter bunny got to do with Jesus' resurrection? And whether you know it or not, the Easter egg hunt is hide and go get it. Y'all know what hide and go get it is? Well, this is the tag where you play with girls, and you know, like when you find a girl, you get to kiss her or smash her. All right, but it comes from the fruit cakes in the Roman times. Painting motherfuckers, men and women, was being painted, and they run around and hide in the castle. And if the soldier finds you, you get smashed. That was the first Easter egg hunt. You think of playing? You think of lying? And then where the fuck the bunny come in at? I do not fucking know. I think the bunny is a sacrifice victim. I'm not sure. And don't get me started on Christmas. Christmas is Saturnalia. Yeah, Saturnalia. A whole bunch of fucking debauchery and fuckery going on. Y'all can just look it up. I'm not playing. Easter is really Esther, pagan fertility goddess and shit. It's a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Pause. But let's see. We got something else. We got another one. We got another video. But where we at? God damn, this phone is acting like a bitch. But shouts out to everybody coming through. Y'all the truth. All right, here we go. Oh my God, it's like I hate Christians how they talk. I mean, like the brainwashed Christians because like they be thinking that they sound so profound, and plus these are the Christians that you find out like later on, like they did some fuck shit behind the scenes and shit. You know, the ones that sound so good and so full of light and full of God. Oh my God. And another reason why I hate it because I used to sound just like these brainwashed motherfuckers. I used to be a Christian, so I know I can I can pinpoint the shit. But this shit makes you cringe. It makes you cringe when you motherfucker just listen. But Jesus has zero credibility. Now this is back to the deconstructed Christianity, same channel, and we just talked about Jesus' resurrection story with some bullshit. Now we're about to talk about how Jesus has no credibility. Shouts out to DJ Overtime. Much love to Crystal. What's good? Thanks again for the cash app. I think it's the second day in a row I said thank you. Thank you. Shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna say thank you 3 days in a row. Shit, I needed that. Like I don't give a fuck. Thank you. But here we go.
Allowed to ask this question. You're allowed to ask whatever you want. It's your podcast. The internet's going to think, but you know how you stand on the Lord Jesus Christ, right? Yep. What about Allah? Minister Farrakhan is standing on Islam the same way you standing on Christianity. There's somebody standing on Buddhism the same way.
Yep, and there's somebody standing on the dragon guys, and there's somebody that don't believe in none of this shit. Now here's the answer that Christians always give. It's always, our God is the number one God. And they go off into a crazy ass, soft ass, apologetic rant before they say it. But here we go. What will be his answer? Because we're listening to it as we go. Like I heard this shit for like 1 minute. I was like, all right, I gotta play this.
When they say Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, they say Allah. Is that just
Yeah, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. How you gonna take the woman out the equation? Father, Son, and a goddamn ghost. Like, what about the chick? Where's the goddess at? Where's the queen at? If anything, it's God, man, woman, child. But they like, fuck all that shit. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Hell no. What about man, woman, child? Or God, goddess, son of God, goddess? You know, not always there when you call, always on time. I don't know why I thought about that song. What up, though? Gotta remind this I'm late. Um, Not really. You always on time. You always on time. You know, this is the second video. The first video was like 10 minutes. It wasn't really that long. You know, I wasn't really gonna talk about much. I think I was gonna maybe cover 2 or 3 videos. Like this is the second video, and we're just breaking it
Son
down.
and the Holy Spirit? They say Allah. Is that just one person? When Jesus was alive on the earth, he said,
YouTube suppressing the shit out of your views. I know. I know. Like YouTube hating on the nigga. YouTube hating on the nigga. But here's what's crazy. Like like when I talk about the real shit, I get like less views. But I talk about that celebrity. No. Well, some celebrities I talk about, I get like over 1,000 views. I just did a TV show, I think like last month, like a TV show review called Accused, season something, episode 8 or whatever, about the AI robot, sex robot, and that motherfucker is still racking up views. I think I'm at like 5,000 or something, but still though, I talk about that or any other like celebrity that's popping, I get views like a motherfucker. But what's crazy is my subscriber count don't go up no higher. So I'm like, I don't know where the fuck. It's like I know I'm shadow banned. Yep, F the government, YouTube. You know you love it. The first person watching, and there's more than one here. Right, right, exactly. It says one person watching, but there's more than yeah. Like I'm being suppressed as we speak. Yep, yep. Means I'm doing something right. Exactly. I'm waking up the minds of the people. That's right.
on the earth. He said a statement that to this day is very controversial. Jesus said, this is my disclaimer, bro. Not Philip Anthony Mitchell said. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No
I am the way, the truth, and the life.
human being can come to God but through me. That Jesus said.
No human can come to God but through me. Okay, nigga, fuck you. This is why I said I gotta knock your head off first. Because if you on my way before I get to the throne of God, so be it. I'm knocking your head off, and I'm going to bring your head, toss Peter, tell that bitch to open up the gates. And right when he opened up the gates, I'm gonna smack him with the head of Jesus, and then I'm going to slay everybody in heaven. It's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be notorious. I swear to God. Notorious.
Something that was very exclusive, that the only pathway to God was through him.
Yeah, the
Jesus
only pathway to God. Like I said, why I left Christianity, I followed that path. I got no answer. Done all the good I could possibly do, shed my tears, laid on my fucking face, joined the church, been part of the church, went to church, been there 4 days out the week, Y'all with a so-called woman of God, and that bitch was just so fucking fucked up. Like I'm like, oh fuck all this shit. Nigga, trauma, personal experience, and going through the prayer experience, and they talk about you gotta pray right. Okay, what's the right way to pray? Then you learn from different type of other preachers and deacons from all across the place on how to pray. Then you just read the Bible itself on how to pray. You can't win from fucking losing. And plus, what the shit that really pissed me off was there was no results after the prayer. If my heart is in the right place and I'm true and genuine, my prayer should be answered. And then, like the last shit I heard from Christians, this they coping mechanism. Like the last shit I heard from Christians, well, Jesus suffered. That means we have to suffer. And then for a minute, I'm like, well, I guess I got to go through a hard life. Well, as long as I have my mustard seed of faith and all that bullshit, man, dog. And then, like the bitch was the last straw, cause like, because like the bitch was like right after I left home at 17, so it was like, okay, got with a bitch, try to do this shit right, and just to get fucked over. I'm like, man, nigga, fuck God, fuck Jesus, fuck the devil too. Like, nigga, fuck them all.
Also told us that there is only one God who is Yahweh, and that there is no other God.
Exactly.
Any other God is an idol and is not a true God. Now, Jesus.
Right. See, and that's how Christians think. It was like, this is the only true God. Every other God is an idol. And this is why the other part of the people of the world don't like us. It's not just because we so materialistic and greedy. It's because our religion is so fucking selfish, not paying homage to other religions that's out there. Like what I like about other religions that motherfuckers see this culture. They look at this culture and be like, okay, that's what y'all believe in? Can't believe in that. That shit sound crazy. Or someone be like, okay, that's a cool, peaceful culture. I dip and dab in it, and they're respected. But Christianity, on the other hand, don't respect no other body else's culture. They like, nigga, your culture ain't shit. You worship the devil and all this bullshit. And plus, I used to get this shit from Christians all the time. Like the moment I tell them I'm not Christian, they whole fucking mood change. I'm talking about like I had great conversations with people. And it seems that a Christian cannot have a conversation without bringing up fucking Jesus or God or like some hallelujah in a motherfucking sentence. And then the moment they notice me being awkwardly quiet, they like, do you believe? I'd be like, I used to. I'd be like, I keep my story brief, but shit, it's really based on fucking trauma. I prayed and I prayed. I got no motherfucking answer. I left. I chose spirituality and shit started working. And the first thing come to a bitch head, witchcraft, devil worship, demon. They don't think about nothing else. Like they completely forget about the great conversation we had. They forget about the connection. They just completely turn the switch on. I'm a religious robot. I'm a docile slave. It immediately. I'm gonna never forget a chick told me you a good man and all, but I can't be with you because you're not Christian. That shit fucked with me for a minute. I was upset. Now I can laugh about it, but 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 at first it's like, what? Bitch. This coming from a bitch that got 3 kids out of wedlock trying to change her life for the better. But you turn me fucking down. And not only that, you smoke, drink, and fuck around. Don't the Bible say, drink and be merry, not drink and be a drunk, dumb bitch? But no, y'all don't listen to that part. Y'all don't go down that route. Cherry picking Christian motherfuckers. Real shit. Let me go to y'all comments. Yes, this is definitely hell. I don't know what I did, but I do know better this time around. Yeah, and then like I feel the same way. I feel that like if I have been reincarnated like a trillion times, this is my last go around for sure, for sure. Everything that's bad happened in my life has led me to know that I have more like I ever asked for. Yep. I realized, yep, I realized that too. At some point in my life, all I cared about was the bare necessities. Bare necessities, the simple bare necessities of motherfucking life. Food, water, shelter. Fuck materialism. I don't give a fuck about no Jordans. I don't give a fuck about no materialistic Gucci clothes or Adidas fits. I just need to be fed, be cool, place the rest of my head so I can motherfucking meditate and have a peace of mind and try not to kill no fucking body or myself. My third child is on the way. Same with me, bro. Already done what my parents never did. That's what's up. Yep, they had to die so I could live. It's all a gift, bro. I'm not a Christian per se, but the Bible has some truth, just like our religion. Yep, I say the same thing. Even though I be like, I don't want to reference the Bible, but some moments I do. It's like some moments from Proverbs, Ecclesiastics. I fucks with it. We got a little bit of truth nuggets in it. You already know what it is. Yup. Check out Nero Knowledge, bro. He is really good at explaining metaphysics. That's what's up. I was thinking about getting back into metaphysics and quantum physics, quantum mechanics. Right now, I'm still studying the Tartarian Empire, the Shalaga Empire, and the orphan trains and shit. I'm down that rabbit hole. I was like, I was down it before, but like I didn't dive deep into it because something else came up in the midst of me going down that rabbit hole, and I was like, holy shit, I'll come back to this, you know. And it's been like over like 4 or 5 years, so now I'm back down that rabbit hole, looking up the old world of Tartaria, finding out about Shalaga, finding out about the mud floods and the orphan trains and shit. And this orphan train shit is motherfucking diabolical. I'm like, what the fuck was going on? Why was there orphan trains? And the excuse was y'all needed a new labor force and y'all was using children to do it. I don't like that. And it was like, I'm talking about kids being snatched from their parents or their parents being murdered by the government. It was some weird shit going on around this time, and it was during the Great Reset. You like a reset of the old world. So I'm looking up that, and plus, most of our cities, states, and towns have these places that looks like this is some ancient shit, look like a castle. You know what I'm saying? These are remnants of the old world. I got some pictures on my community wall, like of the, of some of the shit. Can I share here? Yeah, yeah, sure. I think you modded. Like I think you modded. I got to mod Crystal too. I gotta mod you up. I gotta go to my YouTube studio, but I can't do it on the phone. I mean, like, I can't do it like like while I'm on the phone. I'm gonna have to go to your trying to make sure I get the name right, spell it right inside of whatever. Yep. Well, what do you think, bro? Yep. Yep. They call me even for that. But I don't let it ruin me. I use it. Right. Hell yeah. It's a tool. Because even during the times of the so-called fake Jesus, there were still shamans, masters, and tarot card readers that motherfuckers was going to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there was a point in the Bible where there was like God said, go to the shaman in your village or some shit and ask that motherfucker. And I'm gonna put a spirit on that motherfucker to help you type shit. I'm like shit, nigga, even God and Jesus knew about the motherfucking shamans, mystics and shit, you know? And just like the so-called Moses story, when he went back to let his people go, he dropped the motherfucking staff and his bitch turned to a snake, and the Pharaoh's like, nigga, we do that too, man. Turn y'all shit to a snake. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo. So it was like, nigga, you can do all these magic tricks all day, nigga. We do that too. You know what I'm saying? This is why God says he's a jealous God, because we have power also through motherfucking our own mystic power through psychics, mediums, tarot card readers, through alchemy, through sorcery, blood magic, ritualistic sacrifice magic, and other deities that actually show themselves and help us without a motherfucker sitting on his throne doing shit from the shadows and shit.
Jesus taught that, not Philip Anthony Mitchell. So the whole issue about is Allah God and who's God is all depends on was Jesus telling the truth or was Jesus a liar. If Jesus is credible,
Yeah, he's a fucking liar because that motherfucker wasn't real. Even Paul had to say some shit in his motherfucking shit. It was like, it's motherfucker not real. I forgot what it was. I forgot that verse. But it make a motherfucker question, like, wait a minute, was Jesus real?
then there is only one God, and the scriptures gave us his name. He is Yahweh, Jehovah. If Jesus is credible, there is no other God but Yahweh. If Jesus is credible,
Yeah. And you know who said those same words? It's in the Gnostic scriptures. His name is Yaldabaoth. There is no other God before me. Yaldabaoth, chief archon, creative of the physical universe, physicality. This shit. Read the secret book of John. Read the Nag Hammadi scriptures.
there are no multiple pathways to God except through him. If Jesus is credible, then the pathway to God.
There's no other pathways to God but through him. And then it say you can get in through good deeds, and it say you can't get in through good deeds, and then it's like, all right, back to Jesus again. Fuck all this shit. Fuck it all. Fuck all this shit. All this bullshit. There was like the road to heaven is motherfucking paid away through hell or some shit. Man, I'm like, why create these things? There's other motherfucking sayings like no good deed goes unpunished. I'm like, you, like it's like you punishing a motherfucker for actually being righteous. It makes a motherfucker just be evil completely. It's like, come on. It's like, man, nigga, like, fuck the bullshit. You know, this is why I say motherfuckers know what they doing. Motherfuckers know what the fuck they doing. You either good or you evil. And that's why I like the native proverb of the native. I think it was the Cherokees. They was like, we have two wolves in us, a good wolf and a bad wolf. And the person told the elder, I mean, asked the elder, which wolf inside of you wins? And the elder was like, the one you feed the most. So the more negative you are, you're feeding the bad wolf. So you're going to become the bad wolf. The more good you are, you're feeding the good wolf. You're going to be a good wolf. You know what I'm saying? It is what it fucking is. This ain't no good angels, ain't no fucking demons around. It is you. You. Only you can prevent forest fires. You feel me? And like Captain Planet say, the power is yours, motherfucker. The power is fucking yours. These people keep on motherfucking bullshit. Though they told us in the cartoon. Only you can prevent forest fires, and the power is yours. Earth, fire, rain, water, heart, gold planet. By your powers combined, I am Captain fucking Planet. The power is yours. You feel me? Go Power fucking Rangers. Zordon was like, I need 5 teenagers with attitude, not no goody two shoe teenagers. I need teenagers that is ready to kick some ass when the evil pops up on Earth. I don't know why I thought about Power Rangers. I don't even know where the fuck they come from, but y'all know where I'm going with this. The power is yours.
God except through him. If Jesus is credible, then the pathway to God is small, narrow, and exclusive. If Jesus is credible. If Jesus is not credible, then there are multiple gods.
If Jesus is not credible, there's multiple gods. I'll roll with Shiva. Shiva values peace of mind and meditation. I walk that path. I fucks with Shiva. Buddha. I fucks with Buddha. He's like, yo, you are God. God is within and all this shit. Let go of the mundane and go within. I fucks with that. You know what I'm saying? Shamanism. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the, like you are your worst enemy. Like you are the God. You are. You know. These seven deadly sins are really seven deadly emotions that we all have in us: greed, lust, sloth, wrath, pride. In shamanism, these are seven deadly emotions that we have to control in order to survive in life. But these motherfuckers want to put a demon next to it to scare Christians, you know. And another reason why they connect demon to these emotions, because how powerful the emotion is. You seen the motherfucker wrathful, like talk about bloodshot red, ready to kill everything. Have you seen that happen, and the outcome and the consequence of the action? I have. you know, what about lust? You know what I'm saying? Looking in the motherfucking eyes of a partner, and y'all motherfucking do the damn thing, and then you wake up with so much shame, guilt, and regret because you know the nigga was a bad guy or the girl was a bad girl. You like, damn, why the fuck did I motherfucking stoop myself down to this lowest level? Why did I get so weak? You ain't mad at your action. You mad that you broke your own moral code. You feel me? And that's what people don't want to talk about either. You know, Shouts out to chances make champions. That's another concept. Yup. Shouts out to chances.
Jesus is not credible, then there are multiple gods. If Jesus is not credible, there are multiple pathways to God. If Jesus is not credible, then Allah and Yahweh are the same person. If Jesus is not credible.
If Jesus is not credible, I don't have to fuck with Jesus or Allah. That's why I hate the big three. Fucked up big three. Nigga, it's just big me. You know what the big three is? Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. They was like, all right, fuck it. If you don't want to be a Christian, be Islamic. If you don't want to be that, be in Judaism. How about I want to believe a dragon god from China? How about that? Like this is why I don't fuck with anything. I am omnious. I grab the truth for whatever I'm reading, apply it to my life, and act accordingly. These motherfuckers want to put themselves in a box with this religious shit. Jesus is not credible. Allah is not credible. Ain't no way in the fuck some motherfucker just ascended up to heaven. I don't believe that Muhammad story either. You know what I'm saying? Just because I say that Jesus is fucked up doesn't mean Allah ain't fucked up either. Those motherfuckers will still put a bomb on their chest for some Muhammad. Think about that. They believe that when they do this, they got like 72 virgins when they go to heaven. You just suicide bombed a goddamn school, and you think you're going to heaven with 72 virgin bitches. That you're gonna be fucking in heaven. Get the fuck out of here. I can't fuck with none of these religions.
The decision we gotta make is Jesus
Yeah, the
credible?
emotions
Now,
are fallen angels. That's what they said too. But when it comes to shamanism, way before fallen angels was even thought of, way before the shit was even thought of, this was a regular ass emotion. A motherfucker in the village was just a horny motherfucker. Oh my God, he got the spirit of lust on him. Kick him out the village. A motherfucking killer. He got the spirit of wrath in him, like that emotion of wrath, he couldn't get over it, you know. All right, kick that motherfucker out the village or kill him because he's gonna motherfucker put his village in danger. Then we got sloth. This is an emotion of laziness and procrastination. This is not a demon. This is an emotion that motherfuckers actually go through. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a period that motherfuckers just want to sit down and do nothing with their lives and ruin their lives. If I was a Christian, I'd be like, you know, my mother would have the seven deadly demon of sloth on her because she just choose not to do nothing with her life, and the fucking consequence, I have to live a fucked up life, homeless all the goddamn time. Cause my mother don't want to be shit. It was a demon of fucking lust and a demon of fucking greed, you know, and gluttony. you know, Gluttony is, like it ain't necessarily eating a whole bunch of food. Gluttony could be the overuse consumption of whatever. It could be overconsumption of alcohol, overconsumption of like anything you fucking doing. For real. You know, like that's why the shamans took that shit seriously. You know, and they made sure they found out what was the root of the problem when it comes to these emotions. You know, I got to go back to my book, Illumination. Yep, exactly. Yep. You know, I had to go back to my book called Illumination, the Shaman Way of Healing. I talked about it on a couple of my lives, but let me get back to this, man. I was supposed to be motherfucker got through this.
Now, if a man can be crucified and buried and put in a tomb and was supernaturally raised from the dead and seen alive in history by over 400
Seen alive by who? You know, like there's still no accounts, there's still no pictures. These are still so-called eyewitness accounts, but it's from he say, she say shit, and from a book that was changed 1,000 times.
eyewitnesses, I think that man is pretty credible because Muhammad was a great leader, but he did not resurrect from the dead. Joseph Smith was.
They said Muhammad rose up to heaven. He didn't have to raise from the dead. This motherfucker was alive and floated up to heaven, and they built a tomb in that area that's still there. I think it's called the Dome of the Rock. I'm not sure, but this nigga was alive. There's a book in the Bible. There's a passage in the Bible talking about Enoch. He wasn't even dead. They said he went up to heaven in a fiery fucking chariot, alive. And then it made motherfuckers ask questions. Who the fuck was Enoch? Because we don't hear no more until Jesus referenced him. Jesus referenced the nigga, and then it make a nigga be like, all right, who the fuck is Enoch? And then you find out about the book of Enoch. I think it like 5 books. And it talks about what heaven really looked like and what really caused the fucking flood. It wasn't the world was full of fucking evil. The fucking world got flooded because the so-called fallen angels was fucking bitches and they made giants and they was teaching bitches makeup and magic. Makeup and magic in that order. I was like, oh nigga, these niggas know too many secrets. I will keep your secrets. Yeah, nigga, they was on that shit. But that's in the book of Enoch, which is part of Gnostic scriptures. What they don't want to put in the Bible, but Ethiopia made sure that they had Enoch for a minute. And plus, like they was making Enoch for a minute before they took it away.
But he did not resurrect from the dead. Joseph Smith was a great leader, but he was not raised from the dead. Confucius was a leader, but he did. All these men were leaders, but they were not raised from the dead. But there is a man in history who was the progenitor of a major world faith who was.
Boo. Like I hate how he sounds. It sounds so cringe and it's making me mad like I want to punch him. It's like I hate you apologetic fucking Christians. Because even when you know how the religion was created and how it was forced on the people, it'll really make you mad. Like, why is motherfucker worshiping this shit? Knowing the truth about it. Now it's just like, fuck it. I'm gonna do it because I already got all these a million subs and followers. I'm gonna keep this money flowing. Feel like how the motherfuckers being gay for pay.
Raised from the dead and seen alive. So now we got to determine, was that man credible? I believe that that man was credible, and because I believe he's credible, I have to believe what he says. It's not about my personal opinion. It's do I believe Jesus was credible? So let me repeat this: if Jesus.
And let me repeat this. Ain't about my personal opinion. So your opinion could be like this Jesus story is some bullshit, but I believe anyway that that nigga was alive. I hate these motherfuckers.
Jesus is credible, not Philip Anthony Mitchell. People are going to meet me to death. If Jesus is credible, Nehemiah, then there is only one God who has a name, Jehovah, who has a name, Yahweh, who has a
Yep.
name.
Keep on saying Jehovah and Yahweh, and I'm gonna keep on connecting that bitch nigga to Yahweh Bayoff. There is no other God before me. And Yahweh Bayoff said the same shit. And Yahweh Bayoff means blind idiot God or blind God or idiot God. Yeah. Jehovah is a blind idiot. And if you read the Old Testament, and you see all the destruction that God caused. He say like, this is the loving God. And like, it was like the New Testament was to just be like, all right, nigga, like forget about what God did in the Old Testament. Just believe this motherfucker. Nigga, do you know what God did to motherfuckers in the Old Testament? Forget about the Old Testament. This is the New Testament. All you got to do is just have a mustard seed of faith. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Do what thou wilt. For I am Constantine, the god of the Roman Empire. We are not going to be Roman kings no more. We're going to turn our names to Pope so we can hide.
Elohim, who has a name, Lord, who has revealed himself in the pages of Scripture, that the only way to get to him is through his son, if Jesus is credible.
Now, that would be a very valid answer if Jesus is credible. And so, if everything based on his opinion, because although he claims it's not as his opinion, but truly it is his opinion because he's talking about the credibility of
Right.
Jesus.
Apparently, it is his opinion. And plus, like I said, I hate how Christians be trying to sound smart and intellectual, but still sound stupid. And plus, the fucking shit is crazy. There's motherfuckers with degrees, college degrees, that have passed English classes and courses and know about words and motherfucking etymology and still formulate one of the craziest, stupidest, contradicting, hypocritical sentences of apologetic Christians. It just baffles me. IQ go from 1,000 to 0 in a millisecond.
This character. Now, if Jesus is credible, then there should be writings that Jesus actually wrote, but yet there are no.
Yes,
God
AI
damn
is taking
fucking
over,
ass.
including the world of advertising. Today we're going
But yet there are no writings that the Jesus character actually ever wrote, etched in stone. Absolutely zero. So it is not about the credibility.
Right. Whereas anything that Jesus wrote on paper, etched in stone, anywhere. And what makes me mad is this. Here's what makes me mad. We can go to Egypt and go to a motherfucker's tomb, a tomb of a king or a queen. You know what the powers that shouldn't be do with their fucking bodies? They parade those motherfuckers around the country. Look, nigga, we got King Tut, rose from the grave. Come to the King Tut exhibit that we just took and dug up. You know what I'm saying? I call archaeology advanced thieves because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Archaeology is grave robbing. Who told you to dig up this fucking body? Why is y'all digging up people to motherfucking steal from them? No, we're not stealing. We're putting it in a museum. Nigga, you have desecrated a nigga's grave. I don't give a fuck if it was a queen, king, alien, or Jesus himself. You don't fuck with nobody's fucking grave and put it on display around the goddamn world like it's a fucking exploit. You know? So that's just me. That's just me. But if Jesus existed, I wonder would he do the same thing to Jesus? Hey, yo, this the motherfucker that so-called died on the cross, came back to life and went to heaven, but we can't do that because here's the bullshit. He went to heaven. He rose from the grave and he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Just like the evidence, like there is no evidence. And then the motherfucker claim he died for us. It don't make no fucking sense because the flood was supposed to be the erasure of the sin of Adam and Eve. So what is this new sin that we got, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, like don't nobody ask that fucking question. Oh, he's saving us from the wrath of God because no man is worthy. I heard that from a Christian too. Well, it seems like that your God is not loving and caring at all if the whole overall goal for humanity is to go to hell. And we can't do good because no good deeds is cool because you said no one is good, no, not one. So why fuck with this God any fucking way if no matter what I do, it ain't good enough for God? Fuck God and Jesus and the devil. Because if this motherfucker's alive, then that motherfucker's alive. and then they're playing this game called tug of war with a nigga soul. Fuck on out of here. I'm not a hamster in a wheel. I'm not an ant in an ant farm. I'm not a chess piece or a checker piece. I choose to flip the board over, and I choose to throw the middle finger up at both deities, and I will kick their ass when I see them. Simple as that. Kratos style. God of War. Catch these hands.
Jesus is the credibility of those who wrote about Jesus. And when you look at the credibility of those who wrote about Jesus, then you have so many glaring contradictions as to who this person was, what they did in their life, and whether or not they actually were resurrected. There is a lot of incredible things that are claimed which have zero evidence of them ever occurring. So he spoke about 400 witnesses seeing this risen Jesus, but yet these 400 witnesses wrote absolutely nothing. The credibility then lies on who wrote about the 400 witnesses, which would be Paul, where Paul makes it clear that he is not coming from his own eyewitness account, but coming from what someone else told him what 400 people saw. So
Right. So it's based on he say, she say shit. Now, I don't fuck with no he say, she say shit unless he say, she on my dick. Hashtag 50 Cent.
therefore, these 400 people are not credible because none of these 400 people are writing concerning what they eyewitnessed. There is no other additional history of anybody else writing about these 400 people.
Right, because at the end of the day, if 400 people saw this, those 400 people is going back home to write this shit down, and this shit is going to be passed along through history. You know what I'm saying? It's like the motherfuckers don't carve the shit on tombs for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like the motherfuckers know what they saw. You know, unless the motherfucker was like, I'm an artist with a wild imagination. I'm about to carve some motherfucker shit on some pyramids that nobody don't know nothing about. The fuck out of here.
Jesus, when it comes to the credibility of the 500 bodies that was roaming around Jerusalem, this is only in the Bible, written down by people who were not eyewitnesses, but are claimed to have gotten this information from other eyewitnesses. Yet there is no Roman account, Greek account, or any other persons in the Mediterranean that accounts for 500 people walking around Jerusalem during the time frame.
Yeah, and nobody got the account of when Jesus supposedly had fed a multitude of people with bread and fish magic, huh? Like, what the fuck type of GMO magic was that?
After the resurrection, so then that information is not credible as far as Jesus being risen. First, there is there's the actuality that the credibility of the resurrection can be called into question because between Mark, Luke, John, and Matthew, there are so many contradictions as to whether or not the rock was there, the rock was rolled away, how many angels, who went and saw the tomb, which women were at the tomb. Did they meet in Galilee? Did they meet in Bethany? Did they meet in Jerusalem? So there is a lot of information within your own Bible that demonstrates that these people have varying stories, and these stories are very important if you want to establish credibility. And since they are very different, and even down to the time frame that the women went to go see the tomb, it creates a situation where the information is not credible at all. Now, as far as Jesus claiming to be the way, the truth, and the light, this is also something that was claimed in the comedic stories of Horus being the way, the truth, and the light.
Yep, same stories of Horus. Yep.
So by just making a statement of this is how you get to God does not make it credible, since it is something that has been previously written by other societies that were in the Mediterranean area, which could have easily been adopted by the writers of the Bible. So that in itself doesn't make it credible. Plus, there is absolutely zero proof that the only way to this so-called God is through this process of Jesus. Now, to the fact that many Christians like to lay their claim on the fact that no other religion has it where someone committed a self-sacrifice or a human sacrifice, and that through the human sacrifice of blood, that this lends to credibility of this God, when there are literally hundreds of thousands of people who have died for other religions, died for their belief in that religion, died because they believed this was a savior. Plenty of ascetic people who starved themselves and injured themselves to believe in their God and believe in that is the way to receive the blessings of their God. And who has come to say that only through the human sacrifice is that is the ultimate thing that allows for a person to be reconciled to this God? If you look at the Buddhist way, the Hindu way, the Muslim way, or any other religions, each one of them have their own pathway that they claim.
A good question is, how do I get
God
started?
damn it.
A better question is, how do I
Motherfuckers, make sure they motherfucker put 3 ads in a 10-minute video before that shit is up. I hate that shit. Nigga, that's some fucking bullshit. 10-minute video, so many ads. It could be a 5-minute video, nigga. They'll make sure they squeezing 4 ads in that bitch.
The most credible pathway in order to be reunited with this God. So simply because someone died, according to the story, and then was resurrected, that is not.
Nigga died and came back to life. I'ma believe in it. He died and came back to life. He believed, yeah, he died for you and me. Really. Like I said, how can he die for my sins when our sins was supposed to be cleared after the flood? So what is he dying for? This is some bullshit. And then motherfuckers can't even get this right. Did God send himself to die, or did he send his son to die? But Jesus is God. Well, it like it don't make no sense. He sent himself to die just to not die, to get motherfuckers to believe in him. You must be a fucked up God if you got to go through all this shit to get motherfuckers to believe in you. And let's ask the motherfucking real question, which is the elephant in the goddamn room. If you all powerful, all knowing, why you just don't kill Lucifer and all his fucking demons on this fucking planet? If you so-called loving and want peace. But no, you want everybody to suffering and go through a whole bunch of motherfucking waiting and motherfucking hoping and bullshit. There's motherfuckers killing in the name of God. Like, what about them? You know what I'm saying? They got "In God We Trust" on the back of the goddamn dollar bill. They using your name in vain on all levels. You know, you wonder why a good nigga go bad. You wonder why a good nigga turn their back. But it's like, nigga, I turn my back on all this shit, all the religion.
So overwhelmingly great that it makes it the only way, and something that is more wonderful than a God just saying, hey, you did your best. I know your heart. Your heart says that you are a good person. And because of that, I'm going to allow you to be reconciled. You understood how the universe functions, and you function properly within that universe, getting into the flow of what my objective moralities are. I'm going to let you be reconciled to me. What is more of a good God, that you have to believe in something that you have no evidence of and accept a human sacrifice? Or this God just looks at the character of the person and deems them worthy enough to be reconciled to them because they didn't give in to the subjective morality or the evils, as we would call them, of the world. They didn't rape, murder, steal, pillage.
Right. Because if anything, to be technical, if anything, heard about the Cabbage Patch Kids. I remember the toys, and I think I remember seeing the cartoon. But yeah, the fucking toys looked it funny. You know, they had weird shaped heads, and they, you know, there was, you know, I think the first couple toys it was like soft, like plushy type, and then they made the plastic ones, you know, and the hair was all wool and shit. The Cabbage Patch Kids.
All these sort of things. They didn't genocide. They were good parents. They were good community servants.
Oh
They
yeah,
didn't do.
you know, as I was saying, I was like, if God really cared about like how good you are and how moral you are, then God is coming back to see the monks and shit. Cause they value the fucking trees, the animals, the plants, even the bugs. You know what I'm saying? You know, like they really devote their life to peace of mind and doing right by others and doing right by nature. If God or Jesus was to ever come back, they'll come back and see the Chinese monks first, not the motherfuckers in America, not the ones that be on that bullshit. They going straight to them. They'll be like, oh, who are you, sir? You are Jehovah's son. It's like, yes, my son. I come to bring you to heaven. Like, but I don't believe in you, sir. You don't have to believe. I believed in you. Or some shit like that. You know, like if God was really a loving God, why just don't take your people off this fucking planet and leave his devices to the motherfuckers that's already left? And it'll be the motherfucking movie called Left Behind, starring Kirk Cameron.
Anything, break a law or anything. And these people, because they grew up in a different society, do not get
The Garbage Pail
reconciled to this God, which seems like the more logical and moral choice for a God who is supposed to be a moral deity. So to put all this emphasis on somebody who died and resurrected through a human blood sacrifice as being the one thing that gets you to heaven, or the credibility of a dude who never wrote anything, inscribed anything, and whose authors about him are decades and centuries after these supposedly events. And none of the miracles, none of the things that would make him greater than any other human being have ever been verified, and therefore
I'm gonna
the
check it out.
credibility of this Jesus character is severely lacking. So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is
It's
non-negotiable.
The journey and good vibrations. All right. Damn, they had to add that last "and" right after he said that shit. Well, that's the last of that. Now, we at the end of the service. We're gonna play a couple more tracks. They finally let me add this track, y'all. They some hoes. They won't let me add the other one though, but fuck it, I got this one.
I call solar eclipses, change the eucalyptus in the mist, chillin' with misfits with a hit list. In an instant, I fucked up your entrenchment. I'm president, I take down your defenses. Fight ways, fighting through sight waves. My frequency night blade, killing me fizz on the nice day. Bad bitch, her name is Nightshade with nice braves. Tag team up in the fight cage, we got paid, got laid, then I went on the mission to take out entities in other dimensions. For my warriors alike, that baby ascension. Let's give these evil bitches an historical whipping. Rise from the ashes or rise from the trenches, cause it's rising the machine. I'm terminating them bitches. If the fans come, exterminating them bitches. Chilling on the mountain saying I'm waiting you bitches. Greater missiles, greater bombs. I bring a soul from the store. Enchanted powers and I bathe it in the waters of war. Raise it in the sky, make the fucking sun sit still. Then a shockwave of light for the one quick kill. God status, bitch. This ain't one big skill. My skills give you chills. This some dope shit here. No fear for the laws. I'ma break they jaw. Expect the gadget, motherfucker. I'ma break they claw. Get a grip, motherfucker. It's a great AR. With a full-time cannon, take your face straight off. Delete a politician, nigga. That's a great payoff. Racking up more bills like the guy made off. Wolf Wall Street, nigga. I'm the wolf of the land. I devour every fed from here to Japan. I'ma tell you aliens right now in advance. When I find you motherfuckers, I'm murking your ass. Reptile.
Real talk, I don't even know who this character was. Then I just saw it. I was like, holy shit, that look cool. Get the motherfucking powers and shit. I was like, let me grab that.
About to go on a mission. Gotta knock a bunch of fans off a hit list. Put a politician head on the hit list. I'm the motherfucker wind that is endless. Spit it like a hurricane when I spit shit. Lift a Pentagon up in an instant. Blow the White House up with a vengeance. Beat a dictator ass with an engine. To the prime minister and yo minister. Call me new X-Man sinister. With a badass bitch named Jennifer. Caught a fan slipping up in the cinema. So a person run a gun, I'm a renner, bruh. Black John Wick bitch when I'm killing ya. Put a global list, time for us to hit 'em up. Let the motherfucking beat ride. This is my G's ride. About to go on a mission. With a 50 count ripping. Everybody good from a distance. Shut up in the kitchen. Everybody getting biscuits. And I saw his wife choking on a Trisket. Now I need a punisher. Killing everybody running up. Hit a motherfucker with a double cup. Pick up another truck. Man, y'all better armor up. Throw your ass through a charter bus. Can't kill one of us. Need a motherfucking revolution. Speaking full of the music, I gotta get into it. In the government bank, I gotta bring it to it. Military tank, I gotta still use it. Do you feel the beat? Do you feel the heat? Hurricane come to bang on the industry. And the elite, y'all gonna sleep 6 feet deep, all for eternity. Let the motherfucking beat ride. Let the G's ride. Look, I'm on my God status, bitch. Middle finger to the feds and the government. Prime ministers, yeah, y'all can get it too. Dictators toss the motherfuckers off the roof, Bole. And the rest you Illuminati bitches. Fuck the rap game, bitch, I'm staying in the kitchen. Listen, hope you niggas I can pay attention. The powers that be control how you fucking living. Fuck the shit. They don't got no comprehension. They rather be a fucking slave to the opposition. You won't have a fucking home or a pot to pissing. You just a guinea pig with all this experimenting. Eugenics sounds so scientific. Look it up, bet you find out it's not terrific. My lyrics turn into hieroglyphics when I spit it. Summon up a bunch of spirits. I shade, calling up my ancestors. Killing all enemies for their transgressions. Taking out facilities with some mad weapons. RPG, nigga, dog, we ain't half-stepping, killing eugenics. We killing eugenics. Fuck you motherfucking government experiment bitches. Yo, we killing eugenics. We killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment bitches. We killing eugenics. We killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment bitches. Yo, we killing eugenics. We killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment. For the government, I'm here to change the game, rearrange the game. Disappear like David Blaine, I hate your lames. Come through with razor blades. Kill the government, ain't getting sprayed with K's. I spray for days. Going to war, machete for swords. Kicking the door, get on the floor. Bitch, nigga, drilling, fulfilling, killing these evil villains. Throw them off of a building, now I'm the villain. Give me the billions. These bitches is dark witches and warlocks. Reptilians, Zeta Grays can get popped. I'm dominating the game, making the shit hot. I'm dominating the world, making the shit rock. Killing eugenics, killing eugenics. Fuck the motherfucking government experiment bitches. Yo, we killing eugenics. Yo, we killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment bitches. Yo, we killing eugenics. We killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment bitches. Yo, we killing eugenics. We killing eugenics. I'm not your motherfucking government experiment, bitch.
Bringing your countdown to the end of days, along with all your classic rock favorites.
corporation. Let's burn it down. Burn it down. With cooperation, we can burn it down. Burn it down. Government official, I'm a hero with the missile, blow up everything. Nigga, gotta give a fuck about them. Me brains, everything, they real rage. Every brains gon' hang, bang, bang. When I shot him, came from the bottom with this motherfucker, probably killing every other bullet's rain shower. Got a power. Any motherfucker with the government of parliament. Using human shit with the body of an ornament. Follow shoot a fair right dead in his artery. Pipe try to run, old bitch, you part of it. Now I got a car again, shooting up a fair van. Stringing the nigga, I gotta do it with a headband. Kicking the nigga, I gotta do it like a fan man. Stumping the nigga, the bottom, listening to red man. Hospital nigga, I gotta beat it with a bedpan. Yeah, man, fed is a dead man. Breathe. While I smoke on the weed, whether down my feet, then live on my knees. I gotta be free, I gotta be me, I gotta be a G. Revolutionary to the military, they get it buried. Into a class drive, get it buried. With the motherfucking buzz, he want us to eat, sleep with a heat. When I hear repeat, but I do what I gotta do, shoot what I gotta shoot. Leave the whole nigga, they hula hoop, shooting the dog chickens, the beauty coop. While I pull up on the super group, bitch ass nigga. Dead by the river, leave that fed head dead by the river. Tell the government they next, who the best, Hurykane be the name, they can check my nigga. Fuck the corporations, let's burn it down, burn it down. With cooperation, we can burn it down, burn it down. America's a corporation, let's burn it down, burn it down. With cooperation, we can burn it down, burn it down. America's a corporation, let's burn it down. C-Y-P-H-E-R, sing it to the motherfucking E-R, when we pull up in V-car. C-Y-P-H-E-R, sing it to the motherfucking E-R. Cypher. Cypher home, get a motherfucking bed with a sniper home. Leave you dead by the river, get your life revolting. Put your fucking body paws in the envelope. Sing it to the Philippines while I sit in the hole. Then pick a bad bitch named Indigo. Be by the go, by the killer Wendigo. Supernatural, pull the gun, the weed about the satchel. Ready to battle, anybody got me catching the body. We need a motherfucker dead in the lot and blowing up a Bugatti in front of the party. And everybody running while we jump over bodies. This ain't new to me, blowing up a eulogy. Hit a motherfucker with a full power unity. Hurykane through the scene, created a eulogy. Destroy the government, what they gon' do to me? Nothing. Destroy everything in the end. Left up a band, throw the bitch in your den. Then I got to do it all in revenge. Kill your family revenge, build a figure to the elite. Motherfucker full of deceit, and I came here to put him to sleep. The fucking sheep, I got to delete. Every motherfucking NPC that keep fucking with me. My flow stay intergalactic with the blade that I'm packing. Full-time cannon, pull it straight out the jacket. Making a panic, see you run and reacting. Look at my actions, cause the beautiful reactions. Releasing the kraken with the flow I be spitting. Fighting the government cause I'm so unforgiving. I am the wind, I will cut you the ribbons. With this wind, I can cut new beginnings. In the end, I can show you the limit. With this blade, cut through your dimension. Fans ain't ready, cause I'm a whole nother villain. Hacking and planning, that's a whole nother mission. Just the villains that never spit it, don't ever forget like Hurykane. I'm the motherfucking guy, the weird bang. Destroy your government, I gotta do it again. I gotta motherfucking shoot him again. Witness the villains that never spit it, don't ever forget like Hurykane. I'm the motherfucking guy, the weird bang. Destroy your government, I gotta do it again. I gotta motherfucking shoot him again. Witness the villains that never spit it, don't ever forget like Hurykane. I'm the motherfucking guy, the weird bang. Destroy your government, I gotta do it again. I gotta motherfucking shoot him again. Witness the villains that never spit it, don't ever forget like Hurykane. I'm the motherfucking guy, the weird bang. Destroy your government, I gotta do it again. I gotta motherfucking shoot him again.
Rogue One Production.
I'm gone fishing for the bitches. I'm listen when I'm on a mission. If I try to build put a bomb on the fucking ceiling in a minute, I'ma be the villain, the villains, put the drill, feeling like killing the villain. I know the government gon' get in their finish. You better listen, fuck religion, I'm a motherfucking God killer. That turns to a cop killer. Fuck around and get shot, nigga. I ain't tryna be popular. Nah, what's up? You gotta get your knowledge up, but doesn't gonna really rock with us. To grab the keys, pop the trust, and got the motherfucker pump. Shoot a motherfucker dead in the gut, leave him dead in the trunk. Shot the body, get over in pieces, leave a motherfucker dead in the dump. I don't give a fuck no more. It's a matter like Dumbledore, undergo. Go to the motherfucker Thunderdome. I'm chopping everybody up with a sword called Thunderbolt. The cut you throw the plug or so. On the motherfucking pavement, leaving the letter to make a statement. What's the occasion? Revolution, motherfucking amazing. Leave the motherfucking government shaking. Operation, stop the hate. Tell the motherfucker stop the faking. I came here to shock the nation. Hottest Cajun, destroy the population. Make a motherfucker stop the pagan. I'll be waiting on the top with an AR. RPG with a radar. With a 50 cat that'll spray for. Hey, y'all, tear y'all motherfucking face off.
Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the chrome and get you dead in your dome. Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the chrome and get you dead in your dome. Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. You better leave me alone.
Now Rogue One production.
You don't get hit in the dome now.
And we'll be bringing you our
Motherfuckers are so sensitive. The whole country is turned into bitch ass niggas. Bitch ass niggas. Bitch ass niggas. Bitch ass niggas.
Now Rogue One production.
Let the flood return. Your people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood the world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. Kill a motherfucker, throw a bit of river, I'ma do a bit of quicker dead. Anybody never pull a trigger, eliminate the government, the public. You motherfuckers about to catch a motherfucker, son of kid. Got the road rubber lead, everybody run again. Killing the motherfucker coppers for the renegade. Shooting the motherfucker building, they gon' be running there. Blowing it up, I'm having motherfucker fun again. I'm the only motherfucker that wanna fight the government. Why the fuck is people wanna like the government? Like every motherfucker fight the government. In the White House, it's a place I'm running in. John Wick, everybody up in the bitch. Equalize a motherfucker, got me trying to quit. Kidnapping bitches looking like Joyce the Wit. Rubber death, it's a choice to take. Got a motherfucking sword again. Chopping everybody else to record and shit. Be the top with the porcelain. Turn the bitch to a chorus again. Star Wars got the force within. Like a motherfucking Stevie. The realest, I never really. You about to feel it. Tell the stupid fans, come and get it. You revolutionary living. You hear it, you fear it, the furious spirit. The killer dog, listen to me, bitch, I'm a chopper. It's a popper with a chopper. It's a proper. Better call her, better go doctor. Like I'm not supposed to nigga, better get to the chopper. Blow the bitch up, cause bitch, I'm a monster. Hurricane coming, better fit to the father. I kill that motherfucker, levitate in Nevada. God kill a nigga, I destroy your mind. Ain't nobody ready for the monster. Return, your people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. Let the flood return, your people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. So let the flood return.
Shouts out to everybody coming through. This was the Hurricane Sunday night service. And y'all already know how it is. You got to watch out for these other churches that don't want you to ask no questions. Don't ask. Don't ask no questions. But we question everything over here. So shouts out to everybody coming through. Y'all the truth. I'm out. Peace.